Check, check. Mic check. Check, check. Mic check. Check, check. So we want to welcome to the third game. We have the Generals versus the Raiders. Here we go. Generals kicking off for Roscoe. Looks like he's going to return it. Oh, and he pitches it to Guevara. Looks like he might have been out of bounds. So the Raiders are going to start their possession just short of the 40. The Generals are only playing with 6 out there today. Excuse me, they got 7. And the Raiders only have 7 as well. So Perez is going to fake the... And it looks like he's going to throw it deep to go Rosa Cruz, and he's tackled immediately by the free agent for the Generals. So it's going to be first down and goal. First down and goal. The Raiders will have 4 plays to try to get in the end zone. About 12 yards to go. 14. Carlos is going to go to Reed one-on-one, and he's in there for the touchdown. That's going to put them on top, 6-0. So they are going to go for 1. And Perez is rolling out to right. He fakes. Brower's right on him. Brower's looking to pull that flag. He's able to let it go, and he gets it to Guevara for the extra point. So that's going to put them up 7-0. And Brower was right there on him. Brower's actually second in the league with sacks so far this season. So he was definitely looking to try to add on to that total. So the Raiders, just like that, jump on the board, 7-0. The Generals got to be careful and, you know, definitely make adjustments on defense, or this game could get carried away very quickly. So Michael Reed with the kick. Looks like De La Cruz for the Generals will be returning, and he's a shifty guy. Let's see what he does. He makes 2 guys miss. He's still on his feet, and he pitches it to... Oh, they pitch it right back. Oh, and he's have his flag pulled, the free agent. So it looks like it's going to be first with the 40 line. 40 is the line of gain. They need about 9 yards. Let's see if the Generals can get some offense going. Time check. Chris Brown rolling to his right. He's looking, and he's going for number 24, and he just throws it short. Good defense to make sure for them not to intercept that ball. It was thrown pretty short. So it's going to be second down. So Chris Brown, he's got time, and he's going to look for Brower, who just can't hang on to it. That was a good placement on the ball. Just Brower couldn't bring it in. So that's going to bring up third down. Time check. Larry, time check. So it's going to be third down. It's direct snap to Dela Cruz. Brown's coming out the backfield. Dela Cruz looking. He might run for it. And he looks like he's going to throw it to number 24. It's wide open. He's still up. And that is enough for the first down. So the Generals are moving the ball. So here we go, first down, Generals. 20 is the line of game for the new first. Oh, and it's a low snap, and Brown wasn't able to bring it in. So that's going to drop him back 5 yards. It's going to be second down. Still, the line of gain is 20. So Brown fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right. He might run it. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's still on his feet. And finally tackled by Perez. So that's going to bring up third down. 20 is the line of gain. That's a nice little run by Chris. I was able to get him about 10 yards. They got about 11 to go for the first. So let's see what they do on third down. Chris Brown steps up, and he's just going to run for it. And he's tackled by Alred. So that's going to leave them fourth down with about 3 yards to go for the first. If the Generals can get this first down, that would be a great boost, confidence boost for their offense. Their offense has been struggling all season. They have the lowest scoring offense right now in the league, followed behind the Bandits, or in front of the Bandits, excuse me. But they seem to be moving the ball pretty easily right now. And it looks like he's going to... Oh, he would have had the first. He tried to throw it back, and they were able to get his flag. So that is going to be a turnover on downs. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter with the score 7-0. Raiders on top.
Need a field that is probably this small without the track.
Dude, we just need to,
That's what I'm saying.
we just need to have the property. So it's first down Raiders, beginning of the second quarter. They are up 7-0. We just had a turnover on downs by the Generals. Let's see what the Raiders decide to do on offense. It's a fake hand for Alred, and he's able to get rid of it. Alred's a quick guy. He's made a couple guys. He's still on his feet. And finally tackled by the free agent, Lester Lusk. So it is going to be a first down. Carlos rolling out to his right. He's got time, and he's going to go deep to Rosa Cruz. And nice play to knock that ball away by Dela Cruz. So Dela Cruz knocked away from Rosa Cruz.
This shit just died.
So that was a great catch. Oh, he pitched it. This is great.
Full rush. Is that or
You got any other batteries? Because this is about to die again.
get the ones out of the red one.
There's all these batteries. Are all these dead or what?
I don't know. Put the ones in there. The red one. I know the red one doesn't get used. And I had replaced the
Why
red
not
one.
just use the red one? You need
I don't know if it's gonna link up to it.
So the score is 14-0. Just like that. The Raiders up on top by 2 touchdowns. The food.
She got food from me.
So Chris Brown's going to Luster. He had him, and it looks like he might have just overshot him just a bit. So it's going to bring up second down for the Generals. Look up stats off my phone. So I can look up stats off the phone. So it's a quick snap. Brown pump fakes. He's looking for Brower, and looks like he might run it, and he throws it to De La Cruz. And it looks like he was tackled short, or the flag was pulled. Let's see what the call is.
What did he say? Was the flag on the field?
So it looks like Chris Brown was in front of the line of scrimmage, so it was a legal forward pass. So that's going to bring him back 5 yards. What down it? Third down. So it is third down. 40 is the line of game for the first. Let's see what the Generals do. Brown's got time. He's got a good, nice little pocket. And he's going to roll out to his right. And he's got pressure. He lets it loose to Luster, who's able to make the catch. Tackled immediately by Michael Reed. That is enough for the first down. So Chris Brown's running to his right, and he's got De La Cruz. He tried to get it in there, and it was great deflection by Orozco. So it's going to be second down. Brown's got time. He's got time. And he lets it go for Brower, who makes the catch, who takes it to the house to put the Generals on the board. That is his first touchdown of the game, so that's going to put them on the board 6-14, and we have us a ball game. So it looks like they are going for one. Chris Brown's got time. He's got time. He's rolling. He's looking, and he lets it go for De La Cruz. Intercepted by Suave.
Make sure to take a no team. I mean, I know we're already behind, but still.
So Michael Reed with the kick. Looks like De La Cruz will be returning it. And he's able to get over the 40 before he's tackled by Allred. So it's going to be first down Generals. Now, they just scored before half to put them on the board. The score is 14-6. They're only one touchdown and 2-point conversion away from getting back right in this game and tying it up. So let's see what they do on their third possession of the game, first of this half. What is it? 14-6. And he is sacked. So that's going to be, it's going to bring up second down. And bring him right back behind the 40. Now the 20 is the line of gain for the first. So they got a good 21 yards. Second down. Chris Brown's got time. Here goes. He's going to let it loose to De La Cruz. Is wide open, who drops it. And they needed that. If he would have caught that, he would have easily strode into the end zone. They would have been down 12-14, pinning the extra point. That's definitely a missed opportunity by the Generals. I know Chris Brown's definitely wishing that his receiver would have caught that. So it's going to be third down. And he's looking. He's got some pressure. He's going to throw it deep. And it is picked off by Michael Reed. He's able to get past two guys. And finally tackled by Brower. So that is definitely not what you want. You know, it's definitely deflating from going one play where you're a drop away from scoring to throwing a pick the next play. So let's see if the Generals can step it up on defense and keep the Raiders from scoring to stay in this game. So Carlos dumps it off to Allred, who is tackled by the free agent for the Generals. So it's going to be second down. Perez is able to evade the rush. He's looking and he's going to Roscoe, who makes a nice catch. Tackled immediately by Luster. So it's going to be second down. 40's the line of gain. They only need about a yard. And he's going to go deep to Rosa Cruz. And he has him. Nice throw to put it right in the money between two defenders. So that's going to bring them first and goal on about the 8-yard line in General's territory. So Perez rolling to his left, and he throws it to Reed, who doesn't make the catch. It was a close one, but it did touch the ground. So it's going to bring up second down. Second down. Perez is looking for Allred. He's right there. He might as well throw it to him. That's exactly what he does. And he gets in the end zone for the touchdown. So that's going to put the Raiders on top, 20-6, pinning the extra point. So it looks like they're going for two. Perez has got all day. He's got all day. And he's looking for Allred. Oh, who's able to get it past Brower. So that's going to put them on top, 22-6. Allred has definitely become one of Perez's favorite targets.
Right there.
So the Raiders will be kicking off. Michael Reed with another great kick. Looks like De La Cruz is going to return it once again. He pitches it to Luster, who's going the opposite direction. Tackled by Guevara. So we got 40 seconds left in the third. Chris Brown is going to go to Luster, who's intercepted one-handed by Guevara. So it looks like there was a holding call on the defense. So that was a great interception that is getting called back because of a holding call on the defense. So that is the end of the fourth quarter. Excuse me, into the third quarter. We are into the fourth quarter now. The score is 22-6. Raiders on top. And the Generals just got lucky and had an interception called back due to a holding call. So let's see if the Generals can somehow make a monumental fourth quarter comeback. Brown's got time. He's got time. And he's going to go deep to Luster, who, once again, Guevara's right there to knock it away. Chris Brown's rolling out to right. He throws it to number 24, Johnson, who makes a move. He's still up. And finally tackled by Orozco. So Chris Brown's rolling to his right. It looks like he's going to run it. And he's tackled by Carlos Perez. That is enough for the first. So it's going to be first and goal. They're going to have 4 opportunities to get in the end zone. And if you're the Generals right now, you're just thinking about scoring immediately and going for that 2. I would be right back in this game 14-22 and be down by 1 possession. So Chris Brown stepping up, and he's going deep to Brower, who catches it once again, and that's his second touchdown of the day. Looks like Brown and Brower definitely have some chemistry going on, so that's going to put them on the board 12-22, and the Generals aren't going away quite yet. Go for 2! So it looks like they're going for 1. And he's looking. And he has 24 right there. And they're in there. So the score is 13-22. Still makes it a 2-possession ball game. I would have went for 2 myself. But, you know, take the points while you can. I guess that's what Chris Brown, the Generals captain, was thinking. So if they can make a stop and score, they have to do it fast.
A little bit of mayonnaise.
Killed it with the mayonnaise. Actually, that lettuce blocked most of it. So the Generals will be kicking off to the Raiders, down by 9 points. So the Generals did use a timeout. Guevara's going to return it. And he's tackled by Brower. So we got 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. The Generals definitely need a turnover at this point. Carlos got pressure on him. He's able to evade it. Throws it to Suave, who's wide open. Who's able to sneak and get in the end zone. So once again, 28 to 13.
So it's still in it. I guess he's trying to see just what's out here.
And just like that, Guevara's unable to bring it in. Carlos put it there just a little, maybe a little far ahead of him.
Damn. There goes the honey mustard.
Huh?
There goes the honey mustard.
Damn it.
Goes some,
Just the honey mustard or all of it?
I think just honey mustard. The burgers are the things.
And that is the ball game with the Generals falling to 0-8 on the season, and the Raiders improving to 8-0. Raiders win it here, 28. Generals, 13.